to our Micro Moment podcast. We're having somewhat a mechanical problem here. We don't have Deshaun on here, and we can't hear Tim, but you can talk to me and Randy. So, but they'll be on here, and Micah will be on here. He's always a little bit late. Anyhow, welcome to our Micro Moment podcast every Thursday at 10 a.m. Central Time, and we're glad to be here. If you want to find out more about Micro Moment, go to our website, www.micromoment.com and micromomenttrading.com, micromomenttrading.com, and you can find out all the stuff we do, all the seminars we have, which is a takeover from our original Compound Stock Earnings website. It's all one website now. And there's Micah. He just came on. And you can sign up for our free cow report. It comes out late every Friday. And it has all the activities that's gone on at Micro Moment Trading. It has an explanation and cost and everything of all our programs that you can sign up for and participate in. Today, you can type in anything over there. It's on your whatever you type in, and a message will pop up here, and we'll address any comments or any questions you might have. Of course, Micah and Tim and myself and Sean, when he gets here, will see those questions, and they'll pop up here. You'll see them also. We won't see you, but we'll see your questions. So we just finished up our almost the next to the last day of our 66th week on our Micro Moment Trading. We've averaged 93.02% a week over all 66 weeks, or we will as of tomorrow. That 93.02 is as of last Friday, so it'll probably be about the same when we ended up tomorrow, or finish it up tomorrow. We've been doing this for 3 or 4 years, but we didn't have it as a subscription service. So it's been subscription service for 66 weeks. And today we had a good day, 18.416% over 6 trades, a few SPYs and a few QQQs. And so it was a good day. We're up. Let me check up here for the week so far. Let me check it here for the week so far. We're up. Where did it hit? Micro Moment? Here it is, right here. We're up 33.576% for the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and today. We have one more day left, so probably we'll get up around 60 or 70% if things go good. Let's see if there's anything else before we get into this. The market's up 4.14. S&P 500 is up 4.13, and NASDAQ's up 11.13. It makes no difference if these are up or down. When we're doing Micro Moment Trading, we start off the day and we don't anticipate if it's going to go up or going down. It makes no difference. We're going to trade the volume, whichever way it's going. And so, Micah, since you're here, and let me get back over to our screen. Why don't you kind of explain what we do in that service? And you certainly had a good day today. And Micah, by the way, is out in Savannah. He's out. Where are you, Micah?
Seattle area.
Yeah, and Tim is down in the Atlanta area, and I'm in Fort Worth, and Randy is over in the Atlanta area also. So why don't you take off there, Tim, kind of give us a good idea of how it went today and what we exactly do with that Micro Moment service.
Yeah, for sure. It was a great day. It's been a pretty slow week in terms of the market. We actually had some real movement today, which was nice. After you got off, Joe, we actually did do a few more trades. I forgot.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, yeah. you get to when we get through here. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. But yeah, it's been a bit of a slow week, but we've still been doing really well, and keeping our capital safe and not getting caught in the sideways actions because we end up needing to trade. I think that happens for a lot of people that independently trade. Is if you're not, then there's some sort of problem, or you need to be in a position to feel like you're doing a good job, and that's just not the case. So we sit in cash most of the time, and when the opportunities finally come up, then we go for them. And that today was, how many trades did we have today?
Well, we had 6 before I left, and so you probably did what, 2 or 3 more? So maybe we had 9.
We had one more. Yeah.
Okay.
9.
Okay. Good deal.
So yeah, it's that ends up being 3 or 4 trades a day for a person, and keeping in mind that we are in it for the long haul, even
Yep.
though we are doing very short-term trades. So
And what's most important is when you subscribe to Micah and Tim's service, um, it's every day for an hour in the morning, 8:30 to 9:30 Central Time, Monday through Friday, assuming the market's open. And then sometimes there's extra sessions that I'll do if it's appropriate in the market. Come back around noon Central to 3 o'clock Central when the market closes, and they'll do some additional trades. We call that second session trades. Doesn't happen all the time. It never happens on Friday. Excuse me. It never happens on Friday. And let me take a glass of water here. Hold on. So, but what you do when you subscribe to their service, there's a chart there. You only have to know one technique, and that's how to. If the thing turns red, get out of it immediately. Get out of it in 1 or 2 seconds, and you might be right back in it a few seconds later. And that's the technique. And we have this proprietary chart that costs us a few $1,000,000, and you read that, and they teach you how to read that during those sessions, and they discuss it, and you learn how to do it, and you can do their trades, the ones they're doing, which is real money, or you can do your own. But you learn how to read that chart. It tells you when to go in and when to get out, and that's all you have to do. Randy has another service he's going to talk about here in a few minutes. Goes back to our compound stock earnings days. He's kind of morphed some of that technique into this micro moment stuff, and he's getting some fantastic results. But there's a lot more rules, because here you may have a stock, you don't want to get out of the position, you want to manage the stock and continue to make great returns no matter whether it goes up or down. But micro moment is in and out, back to cash, like Micah said, and you're so leveraged without the use of margin. I mean, like he got in SPY today and $1.67 and out at $1.72, 2.95% or so. Well, that's $1.67 times 100. One contract is 100 shares, so $167 or something like that was the cost of getting into that transaction. So it doesn't. This is incredible leverage, much better with the use of margin, where you usually get 50% and it's borrowed money, and that will absolutely wipe you out and kill you. Never use margin. And to get into these things, and Randy's going to show you how he does it with leaps a little bit later, but it's just a fantastic technique. And don't spend more than an hour a day. Do not, this is not day trading. You don't sit down and sit there and guess things all day and don't make any money. According to the CBOE, 80-85% of the people that do day trading lose their money. We don't. We don't lose money. We make money. That's why we've averaged 93.02% a week for the last 66 weeks. Does it mean we won't have a trade that turns negative? Absolutely we will. But you're only in, the whole key is get out of it and only lose 1 or 2 cents. And then you're right back in it. Have all your money back all the time. Never worry about anything over the weekend. Never worry about at night. You don't care if the market opens up or down. We're trading volume here, trading volume. And Mike has been doing it now for a long time, and Tim's been doing it for a long time. And they teach you all this stuff, and you see it. You're sitting right there and you're doing it. And it's amazing. We get during these sessions, we get messages from all our subscribers, and they're telling, and you see them, what they're making. Incredible. Even brand new people that haven't been doing it but a week or two are making incredible amounts of money. And I use this example all the time. People get tired of it. But if they just made 6% a week, if you were following them, now they made, I don't know, now probably 22 or 3% today. If you made 6% per week, 6% per week over 2 years, so 104 weeks or something like that, 6% a week, you're going to compound that into between $500,000 and $700,000 and never put a penny in other than your original 2,000. You just keep reinvesting that 2,000, reinvesting that 2,000, 6% a week. They do in a day more than that, and you learn that. You learn how to do it. And Tim, can you say anything yet? No, Tim's gone. He's gone. Deaf and dumb. He's gone dumb. But it's his microphone. Do you have it off of? You have it on standby or something? Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Tim, click. I had to click on mute and then unclick on mute on the computer and it came back on. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Didn't work for him.
Yeah, Tim's our star. It's good just to look at his eyes, because while he's sitting here on this session, he's actually doing trades along with Micah. Micah does some every now and then too, and so he doesn't really have to say anything. You just watch his eyes. He's like a sparrow. He got these bird sparrow eyes, and he's going back and forth and going back and forth. And he'll all of a sudden come up and he'll make a deal during this. Yeah, there he goes during this session. Oh Lordy! So yeah, we believe in distancing here. That's why Micah's way out there in Seattle, and I'm in Fort Worth, and Tim's in Georgia. I think maybe one of y'all are going to have to move out of the Atlanta area because that's a little close. So
Well, I think we're probably 30 miles apart, so
okay.
we're okay.
Now, if you have any questions, type them in there, and they'll pop up here, and we can answer them or make comments on them or whatever. Okay. So Tim, Micah, what have we left out there about your service?
The engagement aspect is really cool that you're mentioning. It's been fun to see everyone progress. So we have, if you guys don't know, we have a question box on our webinar platform that you can type in any question live, and we see them all come through from all the clients. And it creates this very cool engagement where we can hear what you guys are doing, but also if there's ever like an immediate question, we stay pretty up to date on it, so we can, as far as the minutes go, it doesn't get too far behind usually. So we can really keep an eye on any sort of questions, and they can be answered in the moment, which is very nice. Email questions are good, but it starts with this paragraph about, oh, when you were talking about this and this, what did you mean when you said this? Instead, you can just say, hey, can you say that again? I didn't catch it. And it's right then, and we can use the real-time charts. And as we're explaining things, one cool thing too is we aren't in the business of prediction. We do not predict anything which way it's going to go. That being said, we don't need to, because we can see which way it is going right now, and when it's likely to stop, and when it's likely to accelerate, and we can read those things in real time, and then we can just watch how they play out, and they play out, how they will, and a lot of times how we expected based on certain things. So
usually those transactions are like 15 to 20 seconds. And we have some brand new clients. They'd have 17-second trades in and out. So.
Yeah, we had a guy that did his first trade ever today, and it was 17 seconds long. Yeah. So very cool, very exciting day for him.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then you just watch how they play out in real time. It's right there. It's been a lot of fun, for sure.
And we'll get back to Tim. Some of these questions will blend in with Randy, which we'll switch over to now because Tim's dumb today. So it's definitely dumb. I don't mean them, just technicality, Tim. I have to refer to that way, yeah. So Randy, explain how our old fantastic covered call technique, of which we still have clients in there that have been there 15 years or 16 years and are still making incredible returns. Kind of explain all that and let these people know what exists. You can go, then they can go to our www.micromomenttrading.com website. They can sign up for all kinds of stuff on your systems and all that. And here's Al. Randy, you want to answer that, Randy? Al, it's addressed to you.
Yeah, I'll get to that question as I'm going through.
Okay.
I'll segue into the cover calls by micro moment trading. Of course, I do SPX, and I did 2 trades this morning. 2.9% return and 3.1% return. And that second one, if I just get in and then just try to get a couple percent and then get out. If I would have stayed in that second one, I would have made $5.85 per share on that one, because that was when it just turned over and started going and it just kept going. But I don't look and try to wait and guess when it's going to stop. I just get in, put my order in to get out, and let it fill. So I'm happy that 2.9% and 3.1%. So that's a good return for even just for the day. I don't know if I'll do any more today or not. It's a pretty busy day. But then getting into the advanced charting. So Micah and Tim use the intraday streaming chart, which is like a moment by moment chart that's going up and down and all over on the screen. I teach on Mondays. I have a coaching webinar that teaches the daily advanced chart seminar, and these charts are proprietary to micro moment trading, and so you can get them by subscribing here. And I teach how to look for the change in cycles of an equity. So we're looking at the beginning of rising cycles and then buying a call and then waiting for it to go up and selling it for a profit. Typically, entries in that which we call momentum trading last about 1 or 2 days, and then you're out back to cash. And that's one of the nice things about micro moment trading too, is you're back to cash at the end of every day. When you're done trading, it's cash. It doesn't matter what happens at the end of the day. It doesn't matter who tweeted something at night. It doesn't matter who announced earnings the next day. It makes no difference, because you're back to cash, and you wait till the next day to watch the charts again, wherever that it is, higher or lower or in between. So, and that's also what's good about momentum trading, is at the end of that trade, you're back to cash and you can wait for the next one.
Let me say one thing, Randy, and so everybody, before I forget this, at my age, I forget things real quickly. We're the only age recognition system, only age recognition technique around there. And Randy's a good example. See, he's divided it up. He's old, and he's not as fast as Micah. Micah's a young guy. He's fast. So we're across the ages. Besides the diversification of locations, I mean, we're totally across the ages. And I don't know of another system that recognizes young traders and much older old traders that are slow.
We got the young traders with Micah. We got the medium traders with Tim.
Yeah.
We got the older traders with Randy, and then we got the really old traders with Joe.
Well, absolutely. I'll be August 12th, and my birthday is August 12th, and I'll give you my address later on. You can get it. Call the office, and Sue Ann will give it to you. Presents or
any present is accepted.
Yeah, and I'll be 77. I mean, good Lord, I can't even believe it. There I go. You never know. Okay. Go ahead, Randy. Go ahead.
I remember your 70th birthday party, Joe. That was fun.
I know it. It was here in Fort Worth. It was great. Yeah.
Yep. We were up there on the rooftop.
Yeah.
So that's advanced charting. So that advanced charting not only can let you be good at momentum trading, but it's also a great additional chart to be watching for any kind of trading that you're doing. Covered calls, credit spreads, leaps, it makes no difference. It just gives you kind of advanced warning of changes in the momentum, the direction of cycles and trends. And it's a great tool to have. So that is coming up. Now, there was a question that said, when will Randy schedule the next advanced charting training online program? We're working on that schedule right now. My goal is to have it by the end of this month, but we'll get it out as quick as we can and give you at least 2 weeks notice before the schedule, before it actually takes place. So, but we're working diligently right now towards getting a date. So be on the lookout, watch the website, and the date will show up there. And we'll also announce it here on the Thursday podcast as well.
Yeah, I think what's interesting about Randy's stuff and Micah's trades and Tim's trades, when you subscribe to that service, you see what they're doing, and when they're doing this with real money within their accounts, and they will come and tell you, "I'm getting ready to do this," and you see it right there. I mean, they sort of prep you for it, and then they'll say, "Okay, I'm buying it now," and then in Randy's case, it may be couple of second trade, it may be a 2-day trade, maybe a 2-month trade. It just depends on which techniques he's doing right then. Micah and Tim's, they say we're prepping, QQQ. They only trade QQQ and SPY, and our other gentleman who's not here, I don't know where he is Deshaun is trading SPY also. And they say I'm prepped it, I'm buying it now, and they say what they're buying it for. You can do that. But that's not the point, is that you don't have to follow. And pretty soon, this is not a service you keep for the rest of your life. You learn this, and you can go out and you can always come back. And people do. And Randy's got clients we've had for 15, 16, 17 years, still come back. And So it's such an important way to learn this stuff because they're talking to you. You can see it right there, and you can do it. And you can see the trading screens. You can see the option change. You can see everything. Al says, "Oh, Joe, that's okay. I'm 78. Been with your program since around 2006. There you go. Hey, Al, you're looking good too. You look good. But anyhow, it's a fantastic technique that they have. You hear them, you see them doing it. It's not something. Well, let's think about this. Well, we think this stock, this QQQ is going to go up. Who cares? Who cares? We don't know it's going to go up. We're not day traders. We're not smart as day traders. We just make money. And we whichever way it's going, and you're going to learn it from them to do it that way. So, yep.
So in addition to the momentum and the charting, I also teach a webinar every Wednesday morning with covered calls. So as Joe mentioned, the covered calls is the kind of the age-old technique. A covered call is you buy a stock and sell a call option against it, which gives the right for somebody to buy your stock back. And you want them to buy your stock back because they're paying you ahead of time. They're paying you money right up front to buy your stock at a certain price. So you already know exactly the setup of what's going to happen. And you're going to generate 3, 4, 5% return or more on that stock. And if they don't buy it, you still have the stock at the end and you get to rent it out again for the next month. That's what we call when you sell that next call, you're basically renting that stock out again. And somebody else is going to pay you more money again. And you can just keep doing that month after month after month, week after week now. A lot of stocks have weekly options where you can sell and get that rent on every week and just keep compounding your returns on that. And so that it's a great technique, actually probably the most conservative technique that you can use if you're investing in the stock market because you're actually getting paid to own that stock. And so I teach that on Wednesday mornings as well as Thursday evenings. And Joe teaches a whole 2-day seminar about how to do the covered call and just had one a couple of weeks ago. So there'll probably be another one coming up in a month or so.
Yeah, and for the first time, I've left the mic. People can talk, and also these gentlemen have come in, and which works out great because they don't have to come in. They come in. They may not be there all 2 days. It lasts 2 days, Saturday and Sundays, but they give invaluable information that people absolutely love, and it really, really is important. I just noticed that Deshaun is saying hello. Deshaun, where in the world are you?
Yeah, he's out there somewhere.
I mean, his screen must have gone dead again. There he is. Hello, Deshaun. Where in the world are you? What happened, fella? Anyhow.
There could have been a link switch because I got 2 different links for it.
Yeah,
I did too, and my first one didn't work.
Yeah, so maybe you didn't realize there was a second one.
Yeah.
So maybe Marcus can text him out the new link and see if he can get on.
Yeah.
But
Marcus, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, in addition, as you mentioned, some of my covered calls are shorter term now. So they used to be a whole month long. That's all there was monthlies. You buy the stock, sell the call for the month. You wait for 3 or 4 or 5 weeks to see if you get called out. Well, now with the weekly options and with the combination of the kind of the leap techniques in the weekly covered call options, I teach an advanced covered call that uses synthetic covered calls. And on those last week, and as Joe said, when I identify one that's appropriate, that meets all the rules, and these are rule-based, and Joe didn't mention that yet, but we teach a set of rules. You follow the rules so you know what you're supposed to be doing, when you're supposed to be doing it. And so when I find positions that follow the rules for entry, then I send out an email that says, this is what I'm getting ready to do. And so everybody that receives that can go look at the market. They can look at their charts. They can see, oh, I see how that is. And they can follow right along. When you're first learning, you follow along on a virtual trading account. So you get to do step by step by step. You're basically watching over my shoulder to see, exactly how that it's done. And it's not as fast as Tim and Micah. So when you're watching over their shoulders, things are happening in 10 and 15 seconds. When you're watching over my shoulder, you have a lot more time to be able to do that.
Got an email the other day, and I I read portions of this email during the micro moment session a couple of days ago. It was from a gentleman that's been with us a long time, actually, and he says that he didn't call it. He didn't call it a complaint, or he's not writing to complain, but he thinks that the micro moment, since these guys are coming on, and sometimes they're trying to talk at the same time because a good deal comes up, and they're going to tell you, I'm prepping this, and sometimes it's a little confusing. And I told him, yes. He wondered if we couldn't fix that. I told him, I don't think so. I said, number one, these are fast trades, and they try to separate themselves from talking over everybody, but sometimes they get excited. It's a good deal. And I said, it works out generally 99% of the time. Nobody has a problem with it. And at the very end of his paragraph, he said, I'm not calling to complain. Oh, by the way, thanks for the $5,000 I made yesterday. There you go.
Well, Joe, I guess you and Micah must have taken care of that problem because we can't hear Tim anymore. So
that's right, we did. Now we just cut Tim off.
Yeah.
he can't talk over us anymore.
I hadn't thought about that, but that's the cure to this right now. Yeah, we just arbitrarily go through and just cut him off. They sit there and use hand signals, and
So now he's just another pretty face. He has no voice out there.
That's right. He's going to pick up one of those guitars and start playing here in a minute.
Yeah, that's what he could do.
Yeah.
Now, getting back to the covered call. So the positions that I sent out last week, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them closed out by the end of the week. Microsoft was 3.4% return. Moderna was 20.3% return. SPY, which is also traded on Micro Moment, 9.8% return. QQQ, 29% return. Apple, 15% return. AMD, which is an advanced micro device, that was 8.8% return. First Solar was 11.1%. IWM was 11.1%, and Qualcomm was 11.1%. The investment range from 90 cents per share for the majority of them, and up to the highest one was $4 a share on Apple. So Apple's trading over $400, but by using the synthetic covered call techniques, I only have to invest $4 a share and generated 15% return on those $4 per share. And all of those 100% capital return as well. So all investment back in those returns for income. And that was just for the 1 week. And already this week, I've already actually closed out 3 of the ones for this week. So you don't have to wait till expiration. You don't have to wait till the end of the week. You can actually close them out in the middle of the week. So I've already closed out Intel for 39.5% return, Amazon for 19.5% return, and Activision 5.3% return. And the Amazon Activision was only in for 2 days, in on Monday, out on Wednesday. So those that's a kind of trading that can be done with the covered call technique.
What Randy does is so interesting, and most people have heard of Robert Kiyosaki, a pretty famed author in real estate investing, not what we do. However, on our first book that we wrote, he wanted to write the forward, and he pointed out that the reason he was interested in our technique is we treat options like real estate. In other words, you buy them and you rent them. If you're buying stock and you're not renting it, you're not real smart. It's like buying real estate, rental property, and not renting it. And Randy has kind of a split version of that. Randy has a long-term real estate investor, which is his normal, bread and butter on traditional covered calls. And then he has flipping real estate, which is his version of, and that's a technique. These guys flip real estate, right? Buy a house a day, sell it tomorrow, something like that. And so he's got flipping and long-term stuff in both of them. So,
yeah, and one of the things that makes us a little bit unique, aside from just exactly how we use covered calls, it's totally unique from the market perspective. But we don't care whether the stock is going to go up, down, or sideways, because when I construct a position, it's with a in-the-money covered call. That means buy the stock and sell an option for somebody to buy it back from you for less than you paid for it. But they're going to pay you so much money for that that you're going to have a profit at the end when they buy your stock. So it could go up and you're going to get called out, and we want to be called out. That means you get all your money back and you keep the profit from what they paid you. It could go sideways and you still get called out. It could even go down some and you get called out. So that's why it makes it be more conservative of a way to invest in the stock market, because up, down, or sideways, you still get your profit and you get your capital back at the same time.
There you go. And by the way, Randy, we have a note here from Marion. It just says, "Happy Thursday, Randy."
Yeah, hey, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, the rest of us are just chopped meat, you know.
That's right. Thanks, Marion.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, Tim, you got anything to say?
Tim is like, you've heard of those magicians, Penn and Teller?
Yeah, there you go.
So, Tim is Teller.
Yeah, there you go. And Deshaun came in with a second note here. Says, "I got the second link, but just got some technical problem." That's okay, Deshaun. I had the same thing. I had to walk back through it too. So everybody runs into that every now and then. Okay, Micah, we're nearing the end here. Do you got anything else to say, Micah?
No, I'll send you that trade.
Yeah, just text it to me.
Okay. Yeah, then I'm all good.
Was it just one trade or a couple of them?
For me,
Okay.
and then Deshaun and Tim had one, I think.
Okay, you got.
You
okay.
had 6?
Really? Okay. Well, would you text them to me? And Deshaun, if you'll text the one that you did also. Deshaun's our newest member. He's been with us for several weeks now. He's had one teeny tiny loss, like a cent and a half or something like that. He's about 95% profitable on his trades, and he's kind of quiet, but he's very, very, very good and very precise. And people just love him to death on there because he says exactly. He's got so many rules himself. It's internally in his body, his mind, that he won't violate. And he's extremely disciplined, and so he's really good with this technique. So, and all of our Tim is, and Micah is also. So works out real well. Anyhow, I can't believe, Tim, that you had so many more trades after session. Incredible. Yeah.
Yeah, it really took off. Everything fell off and dumped.
Yeah.
A solid, a couple dollars. I'll be your
yeah. Now sometimes they'll have second sessions. Like if they do, it's generally going to be between 12 and 3 Central. The market closes at 3 Central, and if when you take those services, you send an email to Sue Ann at our office with to support micromomenttrading.com, and you just have your name on there and your cell phone number, and that way these guys give her notice if they're coming back for a second session. And she notifies you via text message, and you've got 15, 20 minutes to get back to your trading screen, which is, or not trading screen, but the screen we use. Go to webinar, and you're right there. They don't eliminate that thing in the morning. They just change from the charts to just a blank that says micro moment trading, and it comes active again, and you're back in business. You're still signed in. So that's how that works. There you go. What's that message say?
Wow, it said we had an explosion of trades after you left. 132 to 137, 130 to 132, 134 to 138, 143 to 150, and 125 to 134.
Good gracious!
Yeah.
So I bet you we ended up doing 35 or 40% today. Fantastic.
Yeah.
So, did Deshaun have something too?
I don't remember. I know he didn't fill a couple times. I don't know if he ever ended up getting into it.
Yeah. Let's see if I get the message. Okay, I got the one from Timothy and got the one from Mikey. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay. Well, we will call it a day. Thank y'all very much for being here. Appreciate it, Randy and Tim, sort of halfway. It's halfway here, and Micah and no, just no. Anyhow, no, you can't come wave. My wife wants to come wave.
You can wave, everybody.
Yeah. Okay, guys, I'm going to cut it off, and we'll see everybody tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye, everybody.